Good morning, 10 before 5. Time to take a look at markets. Thursday morning with Randy Martinson of Progressive Ag in Fargo. Good morning, Randy.
Hey, good morning, Mick.
Boy, a lot of strength in the grains yesterday. How are we doing in overnight trade?
You know, we're still seeing a little bit of strength. It's slowed down a little bit, and the market's calmed itself down as it's waiting to see just what direction the dollar might decide to go here today. But we are looking at the wheat market holding on to some gains because there's still some concern about wheat, especially when you look at it as far as U.S. production is concerned because of the winter wheat conditions. We are looking at Chicago wheat right now up about 3 cents. Kansas City is up 1 to 2. And Minneapolis is the weakest of the three. That's currently trading steady to down just a little bit. Corn market is holding steady to down just a quarter of a cent, but beans continue to have good strength as they expect to see a good export sales estimate today. Soybeans are trading with about 2 to 3 cent gains.
Well, all of the agencies are starting to roll the dice, the acreage dice. Allendale coming out with a huge increase in spring wheat acres yesterday. Is that one of the reasons why spring wheat could be down a little this morning?
It could be, and we are hearing some, strong reports of seed sales from a lot of seed dealers right now as far as wheat is concerned. And as we get closer, and it looks like it could be an early spring, a lot of producers are looking at early crops to plant. And wheat, of course, wheat, barley, peas are going to be some of the crops that a lot of producers look at to start with.
And so then what about corn and soybeans? Are we still likely to see fewer acres of both of those row crops?
You know, I think we're going to have a good likelihood of seeing less corn acres, especially when you look at the profitability and how some of the numbers are looking as far as corn is going forward. So I think we could still see that 3 to 5 million acre decrease in corn. Soybeans, I still think a lot of producers are going to look at an increase in soybeans just because of the cost of putting the crop in. So I do expect to see those acres to be higher, but it's a lot different than what the Ag Outlook Forum called for here a couple of weeks ago.
Indeed. All right, turning to cattle, boy, what a great day to own cows yesterday. Huh?
Cattle have had a nice, good run. We started off with a good strength last week, gaining over $7 in the feeder cattle market. This week, we're starting off with some pretty good strength. To me, what it looks like was happening is, we've had a perfect, that run up. We had a perfect retracement. Now we're going back up to try to test those levels. Producers should be aware that this could be the last run for cattle for a while and be ready to start looking at putting some protection in on some of the calves.
All right, very good. Randy Martinson, Progressive Ag in Fargo, thanks so much for sharing your insight with us this morning.
All right, thank you, Mick.
You bet. All right, coming up next after the break, another check of the forecast, and we'll give you a preview of what's coming up next on the Valley Today.